So physics this week was quite interesting. We had a lot of things to do this. This week was all about the physics coil gun. So that's the beginning of our stages for our infamous coil gun. We decided to go with the Kodak brand of camera. So look at all these cameras that we went through just to get circuit boards and everything. So after we got those cracked open, we have all our circuit boards and we're getting ready to go. So have everything laid out, try to, see what circuits we're going to use, discharge capacitors, and try not to get electrocuted with this stuff. So my variable was I went with the 1-inch coil wrap. So this is the first coil gun right here, the beginning stages. We decided to go with about 9 layers, so I was just wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. I did another image there so you can see it a little bit better there. So, like I said, this class is all about coil gun madness. This week, I will say on the coil gun and in class, out of class, I don't know, like over 20 hours going on with this coil gun. So this is what the gun looks like when it was finished. There's my circuit board there. I have this connected going from the switch to the capacitor, and then from the coil to the capacitor. So it was a lot of trial and error with this. This is the first one. Me and Andy was like working on this forever. So we got this I got it all ready to go. And guess what? It would not fire. So every time I would hit the switch, there would be sparks flying everywhere. So like I said, this week was so adventurous. Got closer with the group, the outside time and also the in-class time. And in class, that's a picture of my notebook, we went over the flash circuit there, the circuit board. So all about how the mechanics and the physics behind the circuit board. With the transformers, the primary coil, and the secondary coil. So it was a lot involved this week. I also answered the questions, went back and responded to my classmates under 4D Humanities. So I also went back and answered my classmates under 4D Humanity. There was a lot of interesting posts there, how humans are, broken down into 4 dimensions. And I also went back and answered the other discussion for this week about students today and shift happens. These videos were interesting as well. It just kind of showed how today's students in universities and colleges, they're still using an old way of educating students when we should be using more technology to enhance education. So there are a lot of interesting posts about that as well. So this week was pretty busy, with in-class work and also working on the coil gun, which I'm still working on the coil gun and just got to get the final pieces ready, trying to decide what I'm going to present my coil gun in. So stay tuned for that. And that was physics weeks 4. Okay, so one more thing is how I relate the physics we learned this week to real life. So basically there's a project idea. You come up with the logistics on how to prepare the project. And there's a lot of teamwork involved, trial and error. Then you have a final product that's ready to go. So that's just about how every business job works. So not only are we learning physics, but we're learning marketable skills for the workforce. So that's how I feel like how it relates to real